the solar system does not behave that way at all. In fact, the solar system it behaves in a completely different way, since the sun is moving through space and the planets are flying around the sun, generating these huge vortices as it follows the equator of the sun.
Well, we got to keep going in circles. Man, you really like tide.
That is a completely different picture. All right? It goes from flat to spacious to movement through space.
I went to a concert in New York City where I live. It was a heavy metal band called Monster Magnet. They were heavy, boy. The singer had no shirt on and leather pants, and he was playing like a flying V guitar. And he stood on the monitor and he yells to the crowd. He said, "How many of you people feel like human beings tonight?" And then he said, "How many of you people feel like animals?" And the thing is, everyone cheered after the animals part. But I cheered after the human beings part, because I did not know there was a second part to the question.
And that makes a big difference. All of a sudden, you start to see that even planetary motions, solar motions around the galaxy, galactic motions, supercluster motions, and so on, all have this elliptical, vorticular dynamics of space. They all have this torque dynamic through space.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too.
And if you look at the Earth on this vortex, you could say that this is 2000, 2000 for instance, and this would be then 2001, and then this would be 2002.
And put him in a mayonnaise jar with a stick and a leaf to recreate what he's used to.
And this would be, this is extremely long distance apart. Millions and millions and millions and millions of miles apart.
I said, yes, I do feel like a human. I do not feel like a tree.
There's nothing in there, the planets do not come back onto their path. They don't. If they did, we most likely would have the same set of information over and over and over, like a broken record.
There would never be an escalator temporarily out of order sign. Only an escalator temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience.
Okay, and we'd probably get real bored. It would be like Groundhog Year, you know?
I like to talk about the differences between frogs and bears. I know it's cliche.
Let's go back to the analogy of Einstein's field equation of the trampoline curving to generate gravity. So basically Einstein said, gravity is the result of space-time curving like the surface of a trampoline.
I certainly have to punch some holes in the lid, because he's damn sure used to air. And then I can observe him. And he won't be doing much in his 16-ounce world.
And basically what we say in this paper is that yes, and when space-time curve, it doesn't just curve, but it curls, just like water going down the drain, and that generates spin.
I wanted to buy a candle holder, but the store didn't have one, so I got a cake.
Angular momentum.
You don't get that joke?
And that's the source of the spin of all things.
I got my hair highlighted because I thought some strands were more important than others.
And that is an appropriate way to actually describe physics of angular momentum in the universe.
You have to slip things under lunch meat. It is not a good base.
So when we add torque to space-time, the solution gives us a very different picture than a perfect sphere. it generates a torus structure.
This jacket is dry clean only, which means it's dirty.
Okay? Which is a sphere with 2 holes in the middle at the North and South Pole.
I like Swiss cheese unless I'm with 4 or more people.
And because it has Coriolis forces are the forces that makes water rotate in one direction in the North Hemisphere and in the other in the South Hemisphere, that makes hurricanes rotate in the opposite direction, that makes plasma dynamics on the sun rotate in the opposite direction.
I got a feeling y'all don't get half my shit.
Because Coriolis forces were added to the equation, so what we did is we added a term for torque and the Coriolis forces as a secondary rank tensor on the space-time manifold.
That's not fair.
The result is a double torus structure, a double torus manifold that has this dynamic, which is viewed here from above as a rotating yin-yang sign, if you'd like.
I hate turkeys.